This video lecture is concerned with running AweSim from remote locations. By remote locations we mean locations other than 205 and 206 in Carson. This can include OU network, but not in those rooms, non-OU network, wireless network, from home, anywhere that you have an internet connection. First of all, AweSim has been installed as a remote desktop application. So this is an alternative to actually downloading AweSim, which you can do from Learn, and installing that on your personal computer. If you have access to the OU network, then it's pretty easy to run AweSim from some other application. Basically, go to Learn, and in the content section of your course you'll find a set of instructions and also a RDP file called AweSim, which will make the connection and initiate the execution. So for example, if we take a look at the instructions, you'll find these contain all the information you need to run AweSim, either with a connection to the OU network or from what's called a VPN client, which allows you to connect to the OU network from some remote location as long as you have an internet connection. You can also, using the instructions on this document, access your iDrive, which is where your projects will be stored in AweSim, and the H drive, which is your personal network drive. Both these are network drives and accessible either from any location on the OU network or also from any remote location as long as you have the VPN client. So if you can access the OU network, simply download this RDP file, unzip it, double click it, and it will connect to the desktop application and allow you to run AweSim. All your files will be stored on your iDrive, your network drive, so you don't have to worry about transporting those across computers. Now for the VPN client application, you need to connect to the IT store first of all and download that client. To do that, you click on Software and scroll down to the VPN client. It says OU VPN, and you can load this up for Mac or Windows or even Linux. If you have a Mac, you have to have a Windows emulator for it to work. For the Windows application, everything's straightforward. It'll run on any of the versions of Windows. The downloadable version of AweSim, by the way, will run on all the versions except Windows 7, and there's complete information on Learn for you to do that, and that's covered in another video. Once we select the VPN for Windows, you can pick the option that fits your particular operating system. 7, for example, Windows 7, XP, or Vista 32-bit. If you have 64-bit, you select a different option, and so forth. All of this is free, no charge for that operation. Now for the VPN client, once you've installed it, you can locate it either in the program files under, let's see, Cisco Systems VPN client, and you just click the VPN client. This will open up the window that's necessary for you to make the connection to the OU network. This is the first option, is the one you select for the Norman campus. The second is for the Tulsa campus. So if we click connect, then it'll ask you for your OU password. You just enter that. If your 4x4 doesn't show up, you need to enter that there and click OK. You'll get a banner here shortly that asks you to confirm your access. Click continue. Then the window will simply close, and you'll see over in the lower right hand corner a closed padlock, and if you hold your cursor over it, it'll indicate that the VPN is connected. Once you have that done, you're all set. You can run the remote desktop application. Here I've taken that file and installed it in my start menu, so I can just click on it, and then it will connect to OU through the VPN client. So this works just like having a direct connection to the network. So we click on connect, and it'll start it up. Next, you want to enter your password again. Note that it has the domain sooner and a backslash. If that doesn't appear, you need to add it, followed by your 4x4, and then you enter your OU password, click OK, and AweSim should start up and appear on your screen. Let's see, click this one banner first, then it'll put all your user settings. First time you do it, it's going to be setting up a lot of files, may take a few minutes, but after the first time, then it should just pop right up. You'll see a command screen for all of the commands that are executed in the remote desktop application, and then here's the AweSim user interface, or shell, and this is where you manage the simulation projects you do and update all of the information for your homework assignments. To finish executing AweSim, you can either click the project pull down and the exit button, or you can simply click this X in the upper right hand corner, and that terminates your session through the VPN client. Again, this works exactly the same way if you have a direct network access, so if you're logged on wirelessly to the OU network, or you have a wired connection, you can just run the remote desktop application without the VPN client. A couple of other items. You may want to access your iDrive. The iDrive is where all of your project information is stored. Once you have the VPN application open, you can map your network drive. I've already done this here, but I can show you the contents. This is my iDrive, and the only project folder I can access is projects, and this contains all of my AweSim projects. Each project is stored in a separate folder. Just to show you how the mapping works, I click on tools and I can disconnect this particular network drive. I'll disconnect leave the other ones. Okay, and then we can map the network drive, and in this case we'll re-add and I've already done this in the past, so in this pull down it'll allow me to access the location of the iDrive, but this is given in the handout. It's it-sim.itsc.ou.edu/projects/ your 4x4. Okay, so if I enter all of that, then I can connect to it. Again, I have to type in sooner as the domain, / and my 4x4, coupled with my password for the OU network. Then this will add the iDrive and open it up for me, and again I'll be able to access my project folder. Okay. You can do the same thing on mapping your H drive through the VPN client. The location there is 2 washington.ou.edu / your 4x4. So I read through those pretty quickly. You can find all that in the handout on how to run AweSim from the remote applications. Okay, so that covers the I drive and accessing the H drive, and we're basically finished at this point. So this should allow you to run AweSim from just about anywhere, access your project folders, and be able to complete your homework either from 205 and 206 or any remote location. Good luck with the course.